Hello everyone, welcome to DevOpsLover YouTube channel. So in previous few videos, we learned about how to set up Jenkins by using Docker volume and what is Jenkins. So with the continuation of this video series, as a next step, we are going to learn about how you can do the Jenkins administration. So as a DevOps engineer, what are the things you should know about the Jenkins while doing the Jenkins administration? So Jenkins is the very important tool in CI/CD infrastructure. So once you set up the Jenkins or you have integrated the multiple jobs or multiple applications with that, so there will be that particular administrator should have the few steps it should be followed. So what are that particular steps or what the things as a administrator you should know about for the Jenkins? So first thing, your setup should be highly available. So that is something like high availability setup. So if your setup goes down, how you can bring up it again. So for that, the recommendation is you should have volume mounting or the data for the Jenkins is mounted somewhere that you can use in case of stability issues. Second thing, managing access control. So you can create the multiple jobs or multiple users, or you can assign the jobs access control with limited set of users. For admin user also, you can manage that access control with better way. So in the demo, I can show how you can create the user and how you can manage it. Third thing is plugin management. So Jenkins is supporting 1,000+ plugins with an open source platform. So you can integrate multiple plugins with Jenkins, but it needs to be make sure that you are installing correct plugins or you are reviewing that particular plugins. So as an administrator, these are few things which Jenkins administrator know about. Fourth one is something like monitoring. So Jenkins is providing this monitoring capabilities with Java Melody plugin. So by using that, you can manage or you can check about the Jenkins performance. So at least these are the one. Another thing is logging, I can say. So we should be able to check logs of your Jenkins setups and you should be able to solve that. So these are the 4-5 things which every Jenkins administrator should know about, and they should be able to check those things as an Jenkins administrator. So in the previous videos, we learned about how to set up the Jenkins by using Docker volume. So I hope you understand how to set up the Jenkins by using Docker volume. And once you start Jenkins setup, it will be hosted or it will be up with the localhost 8080. So if you haven't checked those videos, let's go over on my existing videos about the Jenkins video series about setting up the Jenkins by using Docker, by using Docker volume, and with any Linux server, you can easily just set up those servers. You can also understand why we require Jenkins. Uh, as an alternative, there is the GitHub Action as well, which is providing the similar capabilities, but it is something limited with GitHub tech stack. And Jenkins is allowing us to have multiple integration with the different tech stack as well. So it has strong community support as well as it is in open source, and customizations are possible with Jenkins where we can write the Jenkins pipeline with the multiple jobs. So that is one advantages of the Jenkins over GitHub Action. So let's say once your setup is up and running, how you can achieve this Jenkins administration part, which is the topic for today's video. So you should have the high availability setups, then should have the access control or better access control, I would say, to manage the users. You should also manage the plugin with have some view with that and install the required plugins only. So we need to avoid unwanted plugins or the plugins which are not going to use in your setup. Also, you should be check if there are any vulnerability with the plugins or there are older version of the plugins are that or not. So always recommendation is let's have the latest version of the plugin installed. Also, another recommendation, you should try it on test setups, and once you are comfortable, then only you should be try it on production setups. So try to avoid direct installation or direct any config changes on the production servers. The fourth thing is monitoring. So Melody plugin, which I have mentioned. So that is used for monitoring purpose and it's giving the insights about Jenkins performance. We can also able to check the logs of Jenkins setup that are something coming in logs file. And by using that logs, in case of any stability issue comes, we can able to track those details and we can fix it. So these are some primary ideas like how we can have the administration of Jenkins. So once your Jenkins setup is up and running, here you can able to see the particular user is logged in, and you can also do the log out for that Jenkins. So it will ask for the login to the user. So right now, as per the previous video session, I have created that user. So once you logged in, it will showcase this particular user. Also, from here, you can create multiple pipeline jobs or freestyle jobs. So in Jenkins, it's supporting multiple types of jobs where you can create freestyle job, pipeline based job, or multi-configuration projects as well. You can also create copy of the project and clone the existing job as well. So there are multiple types of jobs here. So in the next video series, we are going to talk about more about what are these different types of job and job functionality of the each type. So let's create one freestyle job. So let's creating demo job for the Jenkins, and let's go with freestyle job creation. So once you create it, it will be visualized or it will be available in this particular dashboard, and you can just check that that job is created. Also, you can create multiple jobs. Let's say demo2 job is the freestyle job you can create. You can just save that. So on the parent dashboard, you can able to see multiple jobs are there. So right now I haven't configured anything. So you can just build that as well. You can able to see the logs of your job and the log related details as well. So it has created workspace and user can able to configure the job or execute the job as well. You can also build multiple jobs. So here you can see first and second build is there with some timing details, and user can able to visualize the log of that particular build. Every job is having particular workspace. So these are some details like how we can create jobs, how the Jenkins user can use this Jenkins dashboard. They can customize it. So definitely, so in case user require any particular configuration, let's say you can example of Java application or NPM application. In that case, user needs to be build it. they can configure the required settings. You can also have the git-based clone option. So in next few videos, I'm going to showcase actual build and deployment pipeline with the expected view. So this is something like user can create multiple jobs, user can check the jobs, or user can give the builds as well. Another thing from the manage Jenkins, so this particular view is mostly used for the Jenkins administrator, and as an admin user, mostly this access should be limited with some limited user or dedicated user who are managing the Jenkins. So from the manage Jenkins, here we can create in the security, uh, multiple options are there uh, with the configuration part, like multiple different integrations, as well as here is credentials or user created criteria. So right now only one user I have created. So in case I have to create multiple user, I can select this dashboard or this particular page, and from here create user. We can just create those things, and we can use multiple users for that. So let's create some user. Yeah, you can queue the email as well, and let's create that. Okay. So once you have created user, uh, you can just create that, and that is available here. So I've created two users. One is admin, another one is user, and you can update that as well from this dashboard. Like in case you need to update email, or in case you need to update password, uh, that also you can do. So this is how the Jenkins user management works. So you can check that from the this admin or that login page as well, user login working or not. So you can mention that username password which is newly created, and once that is done, here at the right end you can able to see that user is logged in with this particular access. So this is how we can create multiple users for the Jenkins. Also, there is plugins dashboard. So here at the first time installation, we have installed required plugins. But in case we have to disable or install a new plugin, that we can check from this particular dashboard. What are the available plugins? Which version is there? Uh, so with the default multiple integration or Git related plugins are available, or prerequisite plugins are available, that we can check in available plugins or install plugins. In case we want to install new plugins, let's say this monitoring plugin Java Melody, if we want to install that, we can install by using clicking this option. So Jenkins have strong support of multiple plugins. So in case we have particular requirement like new plugins we want to install, that we can install easily from here. Also, in case we want to uninstall already installed plugin, that also we can do easily. So let's say this particular plugin is there and that is already installed. In case we want to disable that, we can do that from this particular dashboard. So all these things are available. So by clicking on this particular option, we can uninstall that. Also, if you want to check particular documentation of the plugin, so we can just double click on that and it will redirect to the plugins.jenkins.io, .com. So from here we can see what that plugin is for, how to use that, how we can do the pipeline changes for that, and what is the change log for that. So if there are any recent changes, that will be available with this release tag. So these are few important things, like how we can manage the access control and how we can install the plugins. So these are a few important things as an every DevOps engineer or as an every administrator. These they need to be checked, like how we can manage the Jenkins setup, or how we can keep our production setup always up and running. Also, here there are multiple other options as well about access related parts. So we can allow user to sign up page there by clicking on this particular option. Also, matrix based security or role based authorization strategy we can use to give the access control. So that is also supported. So in case we want to give the access with some limited users, that we can do. So let's say we have to give the access for user which we have created, so that we can add and we can select required access control from here and give the all administrator access. So if you want to give some specific access, that is also doable. We can just click those particular option. Let's say only job view or job create related access we want to give, and not related to all administration related access. So that also we can give as per the users. So ideally recommendation is we should have this matrix based security layer and these configurations with particular access control, at least for the admin users. So admin users should be with limited access control. So by using this particular option, we can able to manage the access control for Jenkins and plugins as well. So in plugins, so let me repeat the steps again. So once the your Jenkins setup is up and running, there is manage Jenkins option, and here you can do the administration's related stuff. So user thing we have checked right now, and the plugins as well. So these are two important aspects to check the administration part. And also here the system log is there, which we can check what are the logs of the Jenkins setup. So here you can see what we are doing right now. So or all the operations related to Jenkins are available here. So this is about the logging part. Also related to monitoring, that Java Melody plugin is installed. So I have already created one video around that, how we can handle or how we can do the monitoring thing. So I will add that link in the description part, or we'll have the separate session around that. So I hope you understand as an Jenkins administration how what are the things you should be do or you should be maintained correctly. So high availability is there. You should have the backup or volume mounting for your setups that you can use in case the stability issues there to recover your Jenkins setup. Second thing, you should have the better access control for your Jenkins. So there should be limited access control for the admin users or jobs configuration part. Third thing, you should have the plugin review or better plugin management process to make sure that you are installing correct and required plugins only, and it's not having the vulnerabilities. You should be not install the plugins if that is not required. So that there are some best practices you should have for plugin installation process. And fourth part are the monitoring and logging part. So for monitoring, the Java Melody plugin is and recommendation, which will be provide the insights about the Jenkins performance, thread, and memory related computations. Fifth part is you should be have the access control or the feasibility to check how to check the logs of your Jenkins setup. So in case of any issues is there, you can able to check the logs, debug that, and fix it. So these are 4-5 important things which every administrator or every Jenkins administrator should have idea about. So I hope you like this particular session. You understand how to do the Jenkins administration. So let's subscribe, do like, and share this YouTube channel for more upcoming videos related to Jenkins. Thank you.